What's up YouTube, Awesome Yugi here, and today we're here with a deck profile on Inzektors for the April 1st, 2015 ban list, or at least I'm going by that. And unfortunately we still don't have any more than one Dragonfly and one Hornet, but I still love this deck, and someone requested I do an updated deck profile on it, and I always love to revisit this deck, so I did, and I'll show you what I am running right now in my Inzektor deck, and I feel like this is pretty much the route you're going with right now. So actually not too much has changed, pretty much because there's not a lot of options, or nothing really changed with the ban list or something. But yeah, triple centipede, your searcher, of course, triple centipede, triple ladybug. Then, like I said, just your lonely Hornet and your lonely Dragonfly Hornet, not the other way around. Because we're still, for some reason, not allowed to run anymore. Let's just say, or let's just hope that with some of the coming ban list, then maybe we can actually run more than that. I implemented Hopper again. I feel like the 1700 body right now, being a level 4, it's become a bit more relevant in today's metagame, so I implemented the Hopper again. Equipping him, I mean, it's just another option you have, but equipping him, sending him away so you can get the direct attack in, that isn't that relevant, but sending him away to get an effective Dragonfly Centipede up, that is a bit more relevant. So yeah, I implemented Hopper again. And then of course your Giga Mantis. Then for the senders, triple Mathematician, not running Armageddon Knight. I only feel like Armageddon Knight is really useful when you're running Summoner Monk, and with Summoner Monk you're losing too much advantage. It's too slow right now, so just a triple Mathematician. It is a good body to leave on the board as well, so that's not that bad. And then to round up the monsters, I'm running double Effect Veiler, of course, for Trishula. Trishula completely wrecks this deck, absolutely obliterates it. And then Dark Arm Dragon. Now I don't really like Dark Arm Dragon. It's not the best late game draw or whatever, but it's one of those unfair cards that can really just kill your games when you have the appropriate amount of cards or the right amount of combos, so you can make him live easy and drop him and just go with an OTK. So I feel like if you're running Inzektors right now, because it's not one of the better decks, that's not even remotely where this deck is at, to be honest. But you need some of those unfair factors people don't really see coming anymore. So that's it for the monsters. I believe that is 16. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 16 monsters. So then the spells. Triple Upstart, this is a combo deck. Upstart is absolutely necessary. Also game 2 and 3, so you don't ever side these out to get to your side deck cards. Side deck cards definitely are what can win you the games against those better decks. Triple Pot of Duality, kind of the same story. Now you do special summon quite a lot, but usually not first turn, because only when you open like a Dragonfly Ladybug you're going to want to special summon. But when you're opening Dragonfly Ladybug, having a pot in hand isn't that killing. So yeah, that's fine like this. Then we're having triple MST. This is pretty much the only deck that's actually still allowed to run triple MST. Kind of, I mean, there isn't a lot of back row, so MST isn't as good as it once was. But this is good to make your own plays go through, to make your own combos when you have like Centipede equipped with something, and for some reason you're not able to send away. MSTing your own stuff, or equipping Centipede with like Dragonfly or something. MSTing the Dragonfly, you get the search, and when you have Call of the Haunted set, you can flip the Call of the Haunted to get Dragonfly. Now let's say you search Hornet. It just gets your plays going. So MST not only to combat some of the back row, but it's just a playmaker, a combo maker for yourself as well. Excalibur, just a 1. You don't really want to draw this like ever, so just the 1 is fine. 1 Lance, it's kind of the same story. People aren't really running like Bottomless Trap Hole or Torrential Tribute, so Lance isn't really that good. And like the slower traps, Mirror Force, you're blowing up most of the time, and then the only other trap that can hurt you is Phoenix Chain. But people are running more towards Phoenix Chain, or goddamn, towards Effect Veiler. I'm sorry, I haven't slept in a in a couple of days. Or not properly, at least. Effect failure. So yeah, Phoenix Chain isn't that big of a deal right now. At least not in D-top decks like Necros and Shaddoll. But something that does hit is Book of Eclipse, which can really hurt you, which of course a lot of Necros, excuse me, a lot of Necros players are running. So I do like to have the one lance as an option. And when you get hit with a Phoenix Chain or a Bottomless, of course, it's extremely useful. Then we're going to some of the power spells. You have Soul Charge, really relevant in this deck, getting your Dragonfly back to get all your combos going. Yeah, it's just too good of a card not to run in Inzektors. Raigeki, Foolish, self-explanatory, and Book of Moon. Now these actually are Jin outs in pretty much every deck, and they kind of work like that in this deck as well, because if you do have access to Dragonfly, Ladybug, and your opponent has a Jin, you're going to be salty if you're not having access to Hornet, for example. So, and of course these are just power cards in general, but for that reason as well, these help. Book of Moon also helps you to push through for a lot of damage against Necros, evading the Velcros. So that's it for the spells. I believe that's then 15 spells, and then the traps. We do run triple Phoenix Chain, but we're not one of the best decks, so that doesn't interfere with my previous argument that I made. We kind of got trished, so triple Phoenix Chain. Then triple Call of the Haunted, along with one Oasis. Now these cards are extremely relevant. You just need these to keep your grind game going, to win grind games in general against decks like Shaddoll and Necros. These are what keep you in the game. Now if you're opening too many of these and you don't have any combos, yes, you're going to lose. But that's just something you have to deal with to win a lot of the other matches, which you would lose otherwise if you didn't have these. So yeah, and then to round off these traps, I'm running Emptiness and Solemn Warning. Solemn Warning for versus Denka Staka. It's pretty much the best one-off trap, you know, in the Trinity with Bottomless, Trapple, Torrential, and Warning. This is definitely the best one. And Emptiness. Emptiness is actually pretty good if you have like just a Centipede equipped with a Hornet or Ladybug, because it's 21. Definitely Emptiness or Centipede with Zach Caliber. 24 with an Emptiness behind it against Necros. It's going to get you far in that game. And I'm also in the extra deck we also have Master Key Beetle, so you could do the Emptiness lock with Key Beetle. That doesn't come off that often, if at all. So yeah, that's the main deck for the cards. Then we have the extra deck. We're rocking out with Gaia Dragon Thunder Charger. This of course for Focusaurs, which I'll show in a second. Access tag. This I'm not running Silent on R because this pretty much does the same thing but better. Durandal, great soft lock card. It's a good card against Necros. Focusaurs, which I just said, getting some damage in. Shark Fortress for the OTK, which you can still pull off. Even you just have to be able to evade the Valk, or hope they don't have Valk, or whatever. That's against Necros, of course. Against other decks it's pretty much the same thing as always has been. Lavolva Chain, Exiton, Dweller, Castel, the Key Beetle, like I said, for your Emptiness lock. Alucard is actually a pretty relevant card against Shaddoll. Lavier, Leviathan, this is a combo card as well. Acid Golem gets rid of some problematic cards if you don't have access to Hornet. And then Mega Equipped Engineer, another combo extra deck card. Side deck, we're running Triple Max C and Double Flying C. Triple Max C definitely for Burning Abyss, the Double Flying C for Burning Abyss and Teller as well. This deck can have a lot of control when you're having the Flying C on your opponent's board, so I definitely like siding Flying C in Inzektors. And then the last monster in the side deck is Thunder King. This is one of those cards that you just side in against Necros, and if you open it, you win. As you all know, I never really do draw the Thunder King, even though I side it in almost everything that isn't tier 1, but yeah. Double Twister, this does hit the Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. Someone were to side that against you, but once again, it's also just like MST. This can make your own combos going, or get your own combos going. Triple Mind Crush, Soul Drain, and then for Inzektors, pretty much the MVP in the side deck against Necros, triple Imperial Iron Wall. But not just that, in my area people are starting to run Infernoids like a lot. There's a lot of Infernoids in my area, and Infernoid is an auto-lose. Or yeah, you auto-lose with Inzektors against Infernoids because they can get rid of your Hornet, they get rid of every target you want to get with Call of the Haunted. You just can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Against Infernoids. Imperial Iron Wall says that Infernoids can play Yu-Gi-Oh! So yeah, that makes it a bit of more fair. So yeah, these are definitely needed for that matchup. Like I said, in my area people are running Infernoids like crazy right now. For some reason they seem to like that deck. That guy actually probably will be doing a deck profile as well, because I do own the deck, so yeah, why not. But yeah, that's Inzektors right now. In the comment section down below, let me know what you think of this deck. If you feel like it's still worthy of running at all, if you like the deck in general, and maybe if you have been running it, how your experience have been with this deck. Please leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this deck profile, and subscribe for more of these deck profiles. I do a lot of really meta deck profiles, you know, the tier 1 decks. I pretty much cover all of those, but I do a lot of the lower tier decks as well, because a lot of people seem to enjoy those, and I try to make them as relevant as I possibly can, pretty much. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!